Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we're back in Hellion today. So, in our last episode, after getting a fresh start, I stopped because I needed to do my whole New Year's celebration. Ooh, what was that? But we had added 3 new sections onto the ship, including our new fabricator, and we had a few bonus items, but these sections have not been pressurized yet, so we have a few issues, and I want to change around the arrangement here. So I'm pulling that lever to start with. Actually, let me make sure that I still have it. Okay, in the down position. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually swap that one out. Let's check. Okay. I did refuel those. Open this one up here. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to... Ooh, that was the wrong controller. Yeah, we want this one. Close the inner door. Helmet on, depressurize. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and go swap the configuration of that hallway around. Okay, open the outer door so that I can have the T intersection closer and pressurized with gravity. And then I'm going to try to section by section pressurize the station. So the first thing is we're going to get the ship off of... Oh, really? It did that again? Okay. Gotta log out real quick. Basically, it forgot that I had a suit pack on, so it was basically not allowing me to maneuver in space, which is a really dumb bug. Happens every now and then. So as you can see. So I'm going to turn that one around, and I'm going to move that one over to the other end. And the fabricator will be in this gap right here. Actually, maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe I can just go in, leave the ship attached, and control it from here. So, go inside here. Okay, still don't have any gravity in here. Need to do repairs as well. This section has gravity, but not for very long because I'm going to separate it. Why did you not separate? That should have separated because I pulled the... Oh, because I logged out and logged back in. It didn't recognize that the lever was still pulled. That's a real pain in the butt. Let's go fix that. See, there's all sorts of little meta things that can be really annoying with this. So we're going to go back over here. So what I'm going to try to do, if I have enough air to do it, and I may have to steal the air from the ship in order to do it, is I'm going to try and depressurize everything, open up all the doors except for the outermost exterior doors, and then repressurize it up to about 5 or so, and then see if I have enough to repressurize the ship as well. That should give me a reasonable ability to maneuver around the station and do what I need. give me basic refining and construction capabilities, and that should take care of everything. Okay, so pull the lever. Alright, that is released. We can go ahead and pop that lever back into place. And we can go back out there and get this all squared away. Close inner door, helmet down, depressurize. I think that this should work. Again, we want to try and minimize all of our uses of any kind of resource that we can. So even the oxygen that we're using for our air tank and the nitro and everything, we want to try and minimize everything. So let's not waste any amount of time necessary on this here. Okay. Open that panel up. Get on the controls. Okay. Now we get to rotate this thing around. Not very happy with that idea, but that's okay. Come on. Rotate. I wish there were manual controls for rotation as well, instead of just your mouse. Because that can be a little frustrating. Alright, so center of mass is not on my icon. Okay, and alright, we may have to switch to this ship in order to adequately control this. Because the ship's got a lot more. Yeah, okay. Gonna have to switch to our ship in order to have adequate thrust control. And that's kind of why they give you this big old tugboat. Because that's really all it is like a glorified tugboat. Okay, pressurize. Oh, there's no air. Ouch. Let go of that a little too soon. Okay. So I screwed up my air in here, so close that door. Don't know how I screwed that up. But we'll take what we get. Okay. So there we go. Now the ship has much stronger controls, so you can see I'm getting this under control a lot faster. It's still really hard and awkward to maneuver around with these controls. Okay. Just because the center of gravity is actually somewhere off to my right from this viewpoint. I am taking this really aggressively, so let's back this down to a reasonable speed. Okay, and bingo. Locked on. Alright, let's equalize the pressure in here. Did I damage my ship? No, ship's integrity is still good. Hold on to this one here. Okay, So everything is equalized at 5. Almost. Okay. Everything's equalized at 5. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Close that one out. So that's what I mean by unintentionally stealing air from one system. Basically what happened was, because I forgot to pressurize this door, this room, like seal this door and pressurize it, when I disconnected this from the station kept the air, not my ship. So my ship no longer had the air to pressurize this airlock, which is really frustrating. So close the outer door, repressurize. Okay. So now we've got that all set. We're going to go around the other side here. Let's do our repair patrol first, here on the outside and then on the inside. Just make sure that everything is repaired since we logged off last night. And, oh, there's one right there. So we'll go and repair that. Although we could technically get that one from the inside. Alright. So, see if there's anything up on top here that's giving us any troubles. Nope. Okay. So it looks like just some interior damage on that one. And then we can move the ship around. And then we can try to equalize pressure. Dang it. Open the stupid door. I hate these door sensors. Fine. Open the stupid door. Now close the stupid door. Shut the stupid panel. Okay. Those overrides are a real pain in the butt. Okay, and repair that section. And then gravity. Yay. Any damage up top? No. No. Okay. Yeah. You're annoying me, you stupid machine. Open your doors. Okay, repairs. And more repairs. So, this is par for the course. You're going to end up having to do this quite a bit every time you log in, especially if you've been away for a few days. Everything's going to deteriorate over time, and so you're going to have to go little by little and just start repairing everything around your station. So trying to keep your station a size that you can manage for your party is really important. Let's go ahead and close that. So now that we have, oh, there's a panel here. I forgot to check that. What have you got inside? Oh, you got one of those little guys. I'll take that. Alright. So this door should open. Thank you. Now we can go around the outside of the system. We can depressurize everything. And then we can try to equalize. So this station size, I think, is, without a command module, this is about the most manageable size that you're going to get. Open the outer door. Close the outer door. Pressurize. Okay. And open the inner door. Alright. So let's do this. Door is forced. Force it shut. And then force it back open. Okay. Force the door shut. Force it back open. Now begin the fun. Shut that down. That shouldn't be running. Let's see. Alright. So, depressurize everything and include that helmet on. Let's get back all of the air. Okay, oh, and we have a fire warning in that section. That's great. Gotta go find out where that problem's at. Alright, so now we have everything depressurized. Alright, let's go deal with this fire warning, because that's going to be a huge problem. Okay, where are you? Where are you presenting a possible fire? Is it down in one of these? Has to be interior here if it's a fire. Where the heck is it? Oh, right there. Okay. And now, oh, what the bloody hell? These solar panel modules are starting to really piss me off. So now what? It's like a permanent injury on that frickin' system, and it's really annoying me. Alright, so force it closed. Force it back open. Go to the junction. Force it closed. Force it back open. And finally, open. Alright, so all of these should now stay open, and then we just need to do this one. Force it closed. Force it back open. Alright. That makes everything exposed. So if we pressurize, it should all equalize. Alright, begin pressurizing. Right, stop on those two. Okay, I did. Alright, so everything should equalize across the whole station. We're at 0.4. 0.5. And I think that that's a good place to stop. Yep, let's depressurize a little bit so we can get back a tiny bit of this. So I think we can get about 100 or so, and that might give us a little bit of air in the ship. Okay, so just a little bit of pressurization. There we go. All right, 0.5 should be all right. And that is across the board here. So now we can start powering up the rest of the sections of this ship. Okay. Solar panels are all out and active. Power everything up. All right. All right. So let's start really okay, it says it's at 100%, so I will take that at face value. Alright, so start closing these bulkheads back up so that we have some pressure seals. First things first though, let's do some breakdown. Okay, don't need that one either. Let's go ahead and come on, pick that up, thank you. That one, and that one, that one, and that one. And I don't really know if there's a good use for the crowbar, so I'm going to get rid of it, as it's honestly just taking up valuable space. So okay, put in the next one. Actually better check and make sure that we're storing correctly. Oh, we got plenty of storage here, but we'll go ahead and move those anyway. Okay, so keep processing all of this stuff. Okay, let's get us quite a bit of alloys, which is nice. So this should be able to get us plenty of resources for later use. And so we will just keep up gathering these things as we go about assembling our system here. Now, even though this is a more populated server, I do want to try and find a command module, if at all possible, in Broken Marble. So we are going to go over there and take a look. Alright, so we can close that. And this gives us, go ahead and send that again. Thank you. And in the fabricator, that gives us a nice healthy supply of alloys and carbon fibers. All we'll need now is electronics and whatever other bonus items we need for the various different parts that we want to assemble. Okay, so that bulkhead is sealed. That one's sealed. Oops. Seal that one. Back off of it. Alright. Alright. So let's make sure we refill everything. So tap the suit on. Refill. Refinery. Process those nitrates for me, please, because we need those. And then we have one canister that is 4.6 oxygen, and we'll just put the 0.4 nitro in there to round it off. Okay, pick that one up. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure that our filter is on. Ship filter is on. So those are processing. We're going to need some of these servo motors. Actually, can we process those now? Servo motors. Do we have enough to make some 3 basic servo motors? Let's see here. Fabricator. Servo motors. Yes, we do. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's put these on the block right now, because this will help reduce our costs, and then we can look at doing some basic catalysts for the power supplies, the solar panels, to keep us in good power. All right, that's one. What is the cost on a basic catalyst? Some hydrogen and helium-3, which we could afford, but I'm worried about somebody coming by and stealing it, so we might be better off not doing those right away. Let's see here, and a basic cell detonator requires electronics, so we can't do that. Okay, so let's craft these to reduce our cost profile. Because if we can half the cost of some of these systems that we're running, then we can shut down a lot of our overhead. Oh, I forgot to process that frickin' crowbar. Okay, refinery is done, so we'll unload that. And so with that running, we've reduced our power cost to make it so that we're retaining positive even as we're filtering the air, which is good. Let's go ahead and start putting down a few more of these here. Okay, and craft another one. Go ahead and put this one in the refinery. I want to get 2 more, the one that's cooking right now, and then one to bring back to my main ship, or to my ship, so that I can reduce the life support cost on that as well. have enough for one last one? Yes, we do. Okay. So go ahead and craft that. And so we'll tuck that in there, and that gives us all the basic parts we need. We still have the quest to pick up, but I'm, again, ignoring that for right now because I feel that our time would be better spent elsewhere. Alright, so that new part is done. Let's go ahead and... I said I was going to get rid of this guy, so I'm going to. See you later. Yeah, it wasn't really worth all that much to start with. Okay, take that. Move the alloys into the fabricator. Alright, so items on our list of things that we need to get. We do need to get catalysts and containment units as well as cell detonators, but I think I can get a lot of that for free, so I'm not going to push it too hard. Getting the Proteus EVA suit would be nice, but is not a current requirement. We do need to get enough to get a drill, but we need electronics for the scanner, and we need a bunch of batteries. So those are the more immediate items on our list. So next up is our move to the military section, and we're at about 30 minutes here. So we are ready to push on. What all am I taking with me? Okay, not bad. Actually, let's leave these canisters behind. I don't need them, and they're taking up room that I could use for other things. So let's go ahead and pop these guys on the system. I'll keep one of those. Alright, so that one's got nitro, nitro, and a whole bunch of nitro. These are mostly useless. I'm going to empty these out and throw them away. This one. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm gonna throw one of them away, but I'm gonna keep a. No, I'm gonna keep them all. Damn it! Okay. 4.5. Turn on the light here. It's getting a little bit dark. Okay. We'll leave the other. Is my helmet on? No. Okay. Attachment point 4.5. Alright, so we'll take those. We'll leave the other one there. And let's go drop these off, and we're going to drop these off in the ship as our on-ship reserves, although, damn it. Like, my nervousness to do anything foolish makes me not want to take some of these with me, because if I need them for somewhere else, then they become, it becomes worthless to me if I lose them on another ship. Take that one, leave that one. Okay. dump this one. I get really indecisive about all this stuff, like really easily. So unload, move that there. And then just gonna do this one with 5 oxygen. Just as a backup. Alright. Alrighty, so now that we have that, we can go ahead and get back out to our ship. And we can start... Oh. Really? Gonna be like that, huh? Hate that frickin' noise. That audio bug is really, really just a pain in the butt. Alright, so got our torch, we got our tools, we got everything we need. We're gonna go ahead, close the inner door, helmet down, depressurize. Outer door. Close the outer door, repressurize. Okay. And now go to the ship. Like a good little monkey. We have to remember to equalize and pressurize the ship before we head out. Or before we undock. So as it's showing here, there's no internal pressure whatsoever. So we're going to come in, close the outer door, and start opening all of these rooms up. Let's load that part in there. And then let's use the remaining air to pressurize. Alright, we only want 0.4 at best, would be nice. Okay, it's breathable, and that's all we're going to get. Just barely breathable. Which we will have to... Should have thought about that, about walking out that door before shutting it. Okay. Shut down all our doors. And now, we can go looking. So this has been sort of an annoying little station keeping episode as we've been prepping to go somewhere else. Alright. Now let's go ahead and start prepping our engines and look at where we want to go. Alright, so there's burner. But where we really want to go is broken marble. So let's run a scan again. It's on the far side of Beth here, but it should be going in the direction that we want. Alright, so we've got... Let's do a custom orbit to start with. One that is just outside of this debris cloud. So we can decide how best to... Oh no, 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 no. Or maybe just inside the debris cloud. I'll do that. And can we warp to that? Let's look at the... Alright, if I delay my departure, I'm going that way. Or, sorry. If I delay my departure, I'm heading this way. Alright, so we're better off hitting a different orbit. So we're going to cancel this, remove that orbit, and we're going to set a custom orbit around Bether. Alright, so we're going to move this apoapsis right up to where we're at. And then if we warp to, cancel that. Okay. Alright, if we warp to it, set our warp point to right there. Alright, and let's make sure that the periapsis is just outside of those annoying little lines there. Let's pitch this down enough to make it close to us. Okay. So if we warp to that, and then we can set our speed to really, really low. Alright, where's that marker? Alright, so what we're doing here is we're basically doing a free ride jump. Because since I've set such a steep orbit, I can do a very short jump like this, and it will allow me to then ride that increased speed into a position around the orbit of Bether so that I can get a better shot at Broken Marble. So then if we look at the orbits here, you'll see that I'm now into this lovely little orbit, and I can remove that orbit, and then my line of attack to the station should improve in short order. This is the longer path because I used the least amount of fuel. I could have aligned it to shoot for like over here, and then that would have given me a free shot, which is usually the angle of best approach. So now we're going to try and shoot for Broken Marble. You can also do this by like ricocheting off of like Burner or something. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and add a custom orbit that is vertical. With a really high apoapsis and a fairly low periapsis. Okay. let's just target the bottom end of this and warp 2. Alright, that's a much better alignment. So let's cut the timeout and initialize. So whenever you're stuck in one of these situations, you can always make just a small jump that changes your orbit just a little bit, or make a jump that you're going to use that's a staging point like this, where I'm shooting for that really obtuse, that sort of eccentric orbit around broken marble. And of course, if we end up having to, I can always abandon this ship and keep the keep the fuel cell that I have, or I can use the fuel cell that I have to keep this ship going. And if I start running out, I can always, now that I've got a ship with a station with a fabrication, I can actually start fabricating my own warp cells if I need to. They're not cheap, but generally you can at least get by. So let's go ahead and see. Now, I haven't checked to see how many people are on in the game, and I don't know how to do it while you're actively in the game. However, I do want to see if I scan anybody while I'm passing. Let's go ahead. Oh crap. That was not good. That was not good at all. Where are we? Warp 2. Do I still have a good line? No. Crap. Well, at least I still have a decent orbit. That part will at least not screw me. I just screwed that up. So, what happened was I hit my engines, I hit my lateral thrusters, and that broke me out of warp. So now I am stuck in the orbit that I was in, which I'm fortunate enough was not a decaying orbit, so I can sit here for a little bit. So what I wanted to go do was name my ship. Okay. We'll call it the White Raven. All right. So, let's go ahead and look at this and see where we can make some progress. Okay. Just warp to there, please. And then we'll just make the jump. I'm wasting a ton of fuel this way, which I'm really kicking myself for, but it's too frustrating at this point to really be overly concerned. I screwed up, and now I'm paying the price for it. If I thought things through, maybe I could have done better, but I didn't think those things through, and so now I have to pay the price for it. Let's let's see here. What are we for time? We're about 50 minutes, so I'm probably going to call this one until I can get my warping under control here. Please, in the future, if you want to get together with me, I have corrected the link in my videos now that the link should not expire for my Discord, so you can join my Discord if you would like to communicate with me or be a part of my community that I'm trying to put together. If you want to get involved with either doing some co-op and stuff with me, that's fine. I look forward to it. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.